Hey guys, I got another Junk Hunter special for you today. I got this vintage Craftsman table saw off Craigslist for $35 last summer. And it's been working great. It's my first table saw. I love it. But it definitely has some drawbacks. For one, I'm going to be doing a lot of work on it with the Japanese tea house shed build. And I need an outfeed table, but I don't have room for an outfeed table. So I have a solution. This is a piece of 3/4 plywood that I salvaged out of a grocery store here in town that's been closed for several decades. I made friends with the guys and they gave it to me. So what I want to do is I want to make a collapsing outfeed table. There's going to be some clearance, but then I also want it to fold up behind the motor whenever it's not in use so that I can put it back in place. So I actually started this project several weeks ago. For you guys, it'll be just a cut right into where we're at now. And it does work. I've adjusted it a couple times. I added a block in here. But what I've come to realize is that this design needs to be adjusted. Instead of it being pull out and completely separate, I think what needs to happen is I need to have a longer piece come in here that extends, and then when it pulls past this point, that there's actually a hinge and this drops down, and then I need to make some supports that connect the rest of the base. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so here's the first new rail with the hinge, and really, I measured this piece of wood so that it ran the length so that these three screws could actually screw into this. However, the problem now is, and it needed to be as long as it was so that it would actually clear the motor. I did not actually pick out this length of oak for any specific reason, that's just the length that I had. But now what I'm noticing here is that because the hinge is here, it actually needs to go in to at least there for it to sort of lock into place. And now I don't have enough room here for these screws. So I think what I'm going to have to do is use a different piece of oak that's longer here. Alright, so here's the update. I cut up the original piece, make it a little bit longer, and it does lock in there like it's supposed to. Might have to cut a little bit more of that in. But then when it comes out, still got enough to hold it there. But now the problem is that this is below the screw threshold, and this is coming up too high. So I think I might have to actually trim this board shorter than what it is in order for it to still work out. Alright, so I have both of the new slat hinges in place, and we have run into a new problem, which is hinge quality. Yeah. So there's too much play in these hinges. So we need to do something else, either a dowel through system, or I need to find better hinges. These ain't cutting it, Stanley. These are Stanley hinges. So I added in a spring washer and then a regular washer and tightened this up real good, and there is no play at all. It's very, very stiff side to side, so this was the move. This was the way to go all along. And it might loosen up over time as far as the joint goes, but that's easily fixed. So I like it, and in case you guys are wondering, I've bought these before. And I don't think it's the regular name, but these are listed when I buy them as sex nuts. These nuts that go inside the screw like this. I've always thought that was kind of funny. Sex nuts. Maybe you guys know there's another name for them. But I love these things. So I'm really happy with how this table saw ramp turned out. I've been meaning to do something like this almost since I bought the saw last summer. It's definitely going to help me finish building the Japanese tea house shed. The only thing that I thought I was going to need to do that I didn't do was I thought that the rear supports, when this was all folded up, we're going to need some sort of receiver in the front to hold them in place. But it just turned out that the pegs they connect to push them up when it's folded and keep them in position, and it works out perfectly. I am very happy with how this turned out. Can I get through one video? Let me guess. Paul Jackman sent you.
No. Paul fired me.
Really?
Yeah, something about I wasn't Jackman enough. Stupid millennial.
And why are you wearing the Carolina shirt inside out?
Oh, apparently I wasn't in line with their corporate business model.
They fired you too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Uh-huh. So why are you here?
Are you kidding? You put a stupid skateboard ramp on a table saw and people are supposed to look at it?
Maybe I wouldn't need it if you were around when I need help with long pieces of wood.
You still can't handle the long wood, huh?
Maybe not. But I can handle your hoe.
Why, you no good, two-timing. That's it. I'm out.
Say hi to Paul for me.
Oop. Can't do that.
Thanks for watching.